Hey everybody, and I'm Mang-August here, and welcome to another episode of Manga-August. Coming in number 13, we have Death Note. Yes, Death Note. Uh, again, what exactly can I say about this that hasn't been said? Light's despicable. He is scum. But at the same time, you want to keep reading about him. You want to keep seeing how far he'll go. Because it was obvious to me when I first started reading Death Note, this guy is gonna die. I knew instantly this guy was not gonna live at the end. He was going to die by the end of the series. I knew it, and I was expecting it, but at the same time, there was something about him that made me want to keep reading. I wanted to find out just how far he could go before his time was up. I wanted to see how far he could take it. And I think that's how it was for a lot of people. They knew his numbers, they knew his days were numbered, but they wanted to see just how far he'd go in that time, in the time he had left. And he went pretty far. He managed to almost single-handedly bring the world to complete peace. Wars and major crimes became a thing of the past while he was in power. And small crimes were slowly but surely dwindling down as well. Like, the world was so close to entering an era of non-stop peace. Peace created through fear, sure, but it was still peace. He came so close to creating a utopia, and like, you actually started to believe that he might actually be able to do it before his death. Sadly, though, the last thing standing in his way, the very last obstacle keeping him from creating that utopia, was Nier. And he just couldn't beat Nier. Oh, just, I read somewhere that originally the manga was supposed to go on beyond that. There was supposed to be another arc after the Mellow and Nier arc. The first 7 volumes was the L arc. Then volumes 8 through 12 were the Mellow and Nier arc. After that, it was supposed to be the Shinigami arc, the Shinigami King arc. Because by the time he created that peaceful utopia, well, he's the only person who's actually killing anyone. So, and with every death, he writes in the Death Note, that's people that their lifespans won't go to Shinigami in the Shinigami realm. So, like, if he gets rid of all evil in the world, there's not going to be anyone for Shinigami to give the death sentence to. And so there was supposed to be, like, this big discovery. Like, there was some other way to kill a Shinigami. And that was kind of the reason why Sido, the Shinigami Sido, was revealed in the manga. Because, like, when you get down to it, his presence had no meaning. There was no reason for him to be there. It never made sense to me why he was there. But it would make sense if that Shinigami ended up being the one that dies, the one that shows L that there is another way to kill a Shinigami. Like, that's like Sido ends up being the one who dies, and Light finds out that that's how he can defeat all the Shinigamis. And like by the end it was going to be by the end I think Ryuk would have been the last Shinigami left alive. Like, Ryuk probably would have been the only Shinigami alive after that point. And like, I really I really wish I could have seen that arc in the manga. That probably would have been like maybe 8 more volumes. So like 20 volumes total for Death Note. I would love for Death Note to come back and like have like a continuation. I want to know, what does the Shinigami King look like? We never find out what the Shinigami King looks like. I hate that. I want to know what he looks like. And I just, man, I really want to know what the Shinigami King looks like, and I would have loved to have read that story arc, but sadly, I don't think we'll ever get it. That's really sad. That really sucks. But yeah, Death Note is a fantastic manga. I love it. I read it once a year. It's one of the mangas that I have to read at least once a year. I have to read it every year. It's just amazing. Like, actually, the same could be said for all the mangas on this list. All the mangas on this list are mangas that I end up picking up and reading every year. And that's while also at the same time reading other mangas. Continuing other mangas that are still going, such as the I Heart Monster Girls, Monster Infirmary, 12 Beast, and a few others that I'll get to. But yeah, Death Note, amazing manga, love it. The anime is also good too, although I did not like the ending to the anime. There was something kind of poetic about the ending of the manga. How he's this character with a god complex. He builds himself up so much, and as his journey continues, you start to actually believe in him more and more. Like, he could actually do this. And so I think it's very fitting for him to die on the floor, on the dirty floor of a heart attack, while bleeding out after getting shot. It is very fitting for him to die on the dirty floor like that. Like he's just a common criminal. Like, it is. I think it is very fitting, very poetic, for it to be done like that, given the journey he's been on and the complex he has, and how he's been built up as this godlike character. It's very fitting for him to have a very human death. The anime did not have it be that way. In the anime, the way he dies, it's Jesus symbolism. It is Jesus symbolism. Dying for the sins of mankind. Like, even in his death, you still see that God complex, and it just kind of ruins the whole death of Light Yagami for me. I did not like the ending for the anime. I prefer how the manga ended. But regardless, the anime is still pretty good despite that. So manga's amazing, love it, and that's all I got for this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll be making more videos soon, so look forward to those, and I will see you guys then. All right. Take care, everyone.